Hello everyone, this is Zeeg777 and welcome to episode 14 of Simply Magic 2. You may be asking yourself, where are we? This is new. We are at my super smelter, which is, as you know, downstairs in the middle of my base. I've been going through and working on decorating. I'd mentioned in a previous episode that I'd wanted to kind of divide this whole area up, and I've started on that. As you remember before, this is all just kind of one big open area. So I've got kind of some walls laid out. Basically, it's all going to be sorted into various functions. Kind of going with a theme like this. Let me take off my magnet. I still haven't gotten any Solagnolia. I can speak. Yeah, so it's basically, I'll have my individual rituals behind the Alpha glass here. So it's kind of, you can look in, see what's happening, but you don't generally go into it itself. They'll be closed off. I kind of want to have it closed off, but I also want to be able to see the lines of the routing nodes here. So I'll have to kind of play with that a bit. Otherwise, I do want it to be like a nice hallway of sorts. And then I've got a couple other areas here. This is going to be this whole room here, which you wouldn't access through this wall. You'd go through over here by my entrance to the smelting area. This would bring you into the mana generation. I'll have actual automation steps later, so like these, the gate here as well as the Terrasteel stuff will be in a different place, but I'll have most of my mana generation and probably mana storage in this room. Probably with some sort of comparators to be able to hook it up to see what my mana pool levels are, which honestly should be maxed at all times. This here is going to be for maintenance. Come up here. And this lets me go upstairs here, where I can access all of my chests, which are linking the corporea, as well as, of course, the routing nodes here. So basically everything's going to be having a ceiling at this level, which gives me just enough room to be able to walk around and adjust all those things, kind of like you would in a tech build where you'd have space for all your pipes between the various floors. So, yeah, just a really quick tour of what I've done here. Super smelter room. I will probably move this area slightly here. One, it's up a level and I'd like it to be down one more. Two, I want to figure out a way I can kind of more efficiently use this space. Maybe have a couple different areas, because also this is only limiting me to 4 different items to be smelted automatically, which isn't that ideal. And ignore that space. It's all like backroom stuff, so it wouldn't be visible anyway. So let's go ahead and dig in. The main thing I want to do in this episode today is Ars Magica. You can see down there at the bottom, I'm now level 49. I've been kind of just leveling up and getting things when I think of it. Yeah, I've got 19 blue, which is more than I'll ever need. 2 green, 0 red, so we're going to have to kind of figure that out as well. Main thing is, I've been using pretty much the same spells since the beginning. I mean, this Silk Touch Dig spell is kind of newer. And honestly, I won't really need to upgrade my Dig spell all that much, but like my attack spell, just the regular bolt, I think it's still 2 or 3 hits per mob. So we're going to get some upgrades on there, get some Prosperity, Fortune 3, as well as a couple other spells that are kind of just utility. There's a Line of Sight teleport I'd like, as well as kind of just mark and recall, those sorts of things. But this floor is for automation, not for this. So we're going to go ahead and move this up to the library. Let me go clear out a space up there and we will get started. Looking at our arcane compendium, you can see the various numbers for the various parts of our crafting altar. So as you can see here, there's 10 various spell effects you can have for the sunstone block and 4 for purpur blocks. So it's a good thing that I've been growing these, can't remember what they're called, but they make purpur. So I'm going to keep harvesting those until I can get enough parts to be able to build the altar. As far as where this is going to go, obviously we want it up on this floor here, which is going to be the library. I'll have more books everywhere else, but for now it's kind of bare. I'm thinking this little quadrant right here is probably a good idea. The reason for that is I want it to be actually pretty close to the system over here, because there's what's it called? Flickers. Let me pull it up. Flicker and crystal. Okay, so there's the item transport flicker here. And then, yep, there it was. there's the various crystals for importing and exporting things. One of these is the spell export crystal. It's very expensive. It costs a pure essence, which is going to take a bit to get to that, but that's okay. What this will do is if you place that on a chest near a crafting altar that's set to craft a recipe, it will start pulling the items that are needed for that recipe. So if I can hook that up to the system, as well as once I get full auto crafting on all the various parts I'll need, then really all I need to do is create a spell, or create a spell book, toss it in the altar, click go, and I'll have all my parts I need right there. I won't need to go sorting, I won't need to go searching for anything, it'll just be there, and I can just immediately craft my spell. In fact, I can actually go one further by, if I go ahead and make, there's no recipe here shown, but the Otherworld Aura. This is a ritual spell to create this, that basically what it does is it will create a ghost version of the player that will then go ahead and toss all the items that you need into it, into the spell crafting altar. So really it's going to be completely automated spell crafting. That's going to be a little ways away. As I said, I need the pure essence for that, and I don't really feel like making that at the time. But for now, let's go ahead and get the blocks we need, and then start working on the altar itself. Normally I'd prefer that my crafting altar be flush with the floor here. I'm kind of going with like a multi-level theme here though, with the stairs going up, this little stepway up into the library, as well as the little pedestal over there in the transport wing. So I'm going to go ahead and have this off the floor as well, and it's actually going to be for a couple reasons. The main one actually, and what I'm kind of justifying it, is there's not a whole lot of room down below, and I would need to have another layer of living rock brick underneath this to be able to make it look very good. So yeah, I'm just going to do this raised up one. Next up, here we go. Actually, I might want to have this, it's not really centered on this, but that's otherwise it wouldn't be centered on this. I think I'll have it actually up against the corner here. I was kind of debating that to begin with, but yeah, we're going to go with that. I can click. 4, 5, yeah, whatever, too many. And let's go ahead and break these ones. Yep, there we go. Break, break, break. And get rid of you. Next up, we need to figure out which direction we want. I think having the kind of archway from this angle is what I want. Yeah, so let's place you here and here. I don't have my magic walls on me, although I can go get those pretty easily, so I'll just finish building this real quick. 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's as tall as it goes. Let me go ahead and grab the other parts that I need. Break that out. Let's see, I need 5 sunstone block. Okay. And I also will need stack magic wall. More than I need 13, it's actually plenty. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this up. I'll just grab the lectern and the lever and stuff from downstairs, but this will work. Put that there, and the magic walls. So place these here. Place this and this. It's much easier building this when I can fly. And let me grab my sunstone. Place these on the corners. Oh, misclicked. Break you. Pop you back in place. Oh. I'll be right back. My oven's beeping. And our crafting altar is built. Put these stairs around the outside. I'm not sure if I like them or not. I want to put something on top of here. I was thinking about putting the oculus, but I don't want to have to build extra oculi. So I'll put something there. I might do those lanterns from embers. I haven't built them yet, but it seems like an idea. Next up, I'm just kind of doing a bit of decorating around the edges here. Yeah, just a little bit to get these destructive stone walls. Yeah, because I'm kind of hiding now all of this polished destructive stone. I still have the windows visible, but you know, it's a library, so there needs to be lots of books. I'll probably do a similar thing on each of these other walls here, the other corners. And yeah, let me know what you think of that. I still need a couple things around here. Namely, I need a chest for storing old spellbooks. Actually, I might go with the, do I have them on me? Probably not. Nope. Those bookcases. the ones I was using for the redstone, which I think I have down here. Yeah. Probably not out of oak. Well, maybe out of oak, because then that will still match the rest of the books that are down here, or the rest of the book shelves. So I could do something like a row of those on top. Then I can keep each of the spell books up there. I might do that. I'm not sure. Yeah. So we have this built. Now let's get on to making some cool spells. So for our first spell, we're going to go with a very basic projectile and mark. If I can find it. Should be this one. Oh, odd. Mark. There we go. It wasn't showing up for some reason. So just simply projectile, mark. What this will do is let me be able to just point at a wall and say, hey, whenever I cast a recall spell, send that thing here. Yeah, and let's name you mark. Cool. Next up, we want a couple different things on this. It's going to be a recall spell, but we're going to do it in kind of a different way. So we're going to have both self and projectile. The reason for that is I want to be able to recall either myself to a place or be able to just teleport other things to that place as well. This will come in handy. It's kind of like the appropriation, how I can just pick up mobs and send them wherever I want. Similar to that, only I can use that for sending, say, lots of villagers into a pit to be killed or something. You know, something innocent like that. So recall. Let me actually find the spell. Recall. Place you here. And 2 L's, right? Yes. Cool. And let's go ahead and place that book in here. The next couple spells, I need a few more skill points, namely red skill points for, because there's a couple things I would like. If I can find it. Velocity added is the thing that I would like. What this does is when I use a projectile spell, it will make it fly much faster. And that'll be important with the next spell which I'll make, which is going to be kind of a line of sight teleport. What it'll do is have both a mark and a recall in the same spell. Basically, then I'll be able to point at a wall over there and say, hey, see that block there? Mark that, and then teleport myself there. This will be really nice for quick movement. I can just suddenly, instantly teleport to over there. I could use a beam spell for that as well, but beam doesn't have as good of range as projectile does. So let me go figure out how I want to farm up some red points. Oh, let's look through our guardians. Air Guardian is pretty simple. He drops green. We already have a spot set up for summoning him. Arcane Guardian, I do want to kill him a few times because there's an upgraded spellbook I can get from him. I'll do extra damage as well as reduced mana cost. Well, not like that's really important at this point. Earth Guardian, already got the armor from him. Ender Guardian, he does drop red. He is also one of the most difficult fights I've ever had. He teleports you around, he hits you with silence. He's generally not a... Well, he was a fun fight. But yeah, I don't feel like using him for farming reds. Fire Guardian. I haven't fought him for a while. He has a healing thing that he can do, which is really annoying, which I'll definitely want that mark and recall for. Because then I can pick him up out of his fire. Well, I could do that with appropriation. I might do Fire Guardians. We'll see. Life Guardians. That one's pretty difficult as well. I need to set up an area effect spell to be able to actually damage all the guys at once to work him. Lightning, I think he's broken in this version. Nature Guardian, that's usually my go-to for this, except I need to find a way to summon a lot of dryads for that. Water Guardian, he's pretty simple, but he drops blues. And Winter Guardian, I think is also broken in this, because I need to set up, yeah, there's like an effigy thing, and I don't know if that works anymore, but I can go ahead and try that. So basically my options would be Fire, which would be kind of a difficult fight, but I can set up an arena for him, or Nature Guardian, which I need to figure out the dryads for. So let me think about how I can kind of farm these guys, maybe like a summoning thing or something like that, and I'll figure out which of these I want to do. So I think we're going to start off with the Fire Guardian. I could do the Nature Guardian, but then I have to figure out the dryad situation, and that's just kind of, it's a little annoying, and I don't feel like doing it right now. So let's get our materials. We need 8 obsidian. So again, I could probably just type this. We need a block of coal, just 1, and we need some gold inlays, which I'm gonna assume I don't have in my system anywhere. Gold inlay. Yeah, no. So we need to have 8 of those, so let's get 16 gold ingot. And I need some, is it pure Vintium? Yeah, pure, yeah. So 2 purified Vintium. Nope. It should be right here if it's made. I don't seem to have any. Cool, just arcane ash. So let's get 6 of those. Yeah. There. So we need 6 of those. Let's get 6 of these as well. And 6 of the Desert Novas. And I need 6 Vintium dust. Oh, apparently I'm not close enough. Let's try that again. Cool. So let's go ahead and toss these in here. I wanted to make more than I'll need so that I can put these in the system as well. At some point it'll be automated for the actual building of it, or the actual creation. I have my gold ingots, so put this around here. 2 purified Vintium in the middle, gets me gold inlays. So we have, I think, everything we need, except we need one more ingredient. And that is these, water essences. I only have 1. So that means I can only summon them once. That's okay. These are easy enough to make. I just need Wake Bloom and water buckets. But yeah, that shouldn't be too difficult. For now, I'm just going to see if I can actually fight this guy even. So let me go ahead and make an arena for him, just to clear out a big area, and we'll be right back. I think I really just want a big flat area. This is pretty close to the actual portal. There's a little island out there you can't quite see. So I'm just going to level this area out and then build a nice little summoning platform for him. So let's see. And area effect. Actually, just do regular for now. So, yep, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and clear out an area, and we'll be right back. There we go. Big cleared out area. Doesn't quite look right. There we go. Much better. So, now we have our nice little area set up here. Let's make sure that I'm not going to get attacked by any of those stupid demon cows, because they are annoying. Let's go ahead and toss in our essence. Hopefully this doesn't crash my game. Fire Guardian. Oh, great. 2 of them. Okay. That'll be fun. That's not what I was expecting. Yeah. So, that's the Fire Rain attack. This would be much easier with only 1 of them. We're gonna grab 1 of you. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, let's... Since when does it spawn zombies? Okay, can I grab 1 of you at least? Okay, let's fly. Okay. That's a lot of zombies. And my armor is getting beat to death. Okay, so, appropriate. Can I grab 1 of you? No. That's a lot of zombies. I don't want a zombie, I want a Fire Guardian. Okay, they seem to be attacking each other, so that's good. Nope, don't want the zombie. I want the Guardian. I also want to not be on the ground ever. Okay, so I got 1 of them. Which is going to make this a little difficult, because I was hoping to be able to just pick him up and put him down wherever I wanted, instead of having to deal with the Fire Guardian. 2 of them. Okay. Blaze, I can kill you. Because the zombie is just going to follow me around. But Blaze will actually cause me trouble. So let's take these out. Oh. That was loud. I don't know if he's the one summoning those zombies, because he just goes ahead and kills them right away then as well. Okay, so let's keep flight going. If I hit you with Bolt, you take a bit of damage. Not too much. But when he does his little fire dance spell thingy, then he's going to heal up almost instantly. So really the way you have to do it is you'd pick him up or teleport him or something. So this will be fun. I guess I could probably swap out my guardians from having multiple. I don't know. Give me a second. I'm going to kind of think of a strategy, and I'll be right back. So, let's fall in the lava first, I guess. Okay, yeah, I'll be right back. Apparently, the zombie pigmen do not like him. Which is kind of nice, but he's just going to kill them all instantly with his fire rain. that. And then kill everything. Can you take out these demon cows while you're at it? I'm not really sure how to do this. Okay, so here's my plan. First off, I ran that way about probably 1,000 blocks or so, and placed the other guy down. With that, I can now actually use my appropriate spell like I was wanting. Oh, apparently lost my coal block. Well, so yeah, I can now pick him up. So my plan is basically going to be plop him down and then keep attacking him with the bolt spell here. Once he starts healing with the fire, then I pick him up again. And yeah, we're going to do that for a bit, and I will come back if I think we're getting close. Let's stay in the air. So things that don't work, kept picking up the blocks instead of picking him up. And as you can see, he actually broke my earth armor, which means I can actually take damage now. I've had that armor for quite a while. A little upset about that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick him up and just kind of stop this fight. And going to come back after I get a couple different spells set up here. So yeah, I'll be right back. First order of business, let's heal up. I got a little hurt at the end of that. I think I have an extra earth armor that I picked up. I think I got 2 in a row. So it should be up here. No. Where did I put that? I think I just threw it in like a chest because I figured, oh, I'll never need this. Is it down here? Got random enchanted items. Lots of random gear. Okay. Well, we'll find that. Actually, while we're here, I think I have a book of unusing. That's the thing I'm going to want to put on my armor once I get it back. The reason for that, what unusing does, is instead of breaking it on the last hit, it'll actually just keep it there at 0. It may unequip it, I'm not entirely sure, but if I can have that on the earth armor, where it repairs off my mana, then not unbreaking, unusing. I know I saw it in here. Efficiency, Soul Stealer, Streamlined, Crushing. Yeah, we'll find it somewhere. I know I found it at one point. Yeah, so we'll get that. Not in here, right? No armor, no enchanted books. Okay, so I'll find my armor. If not, then I'll fight the Earth Guardian a few times here real quick. Yeah, I don't feel like going outside at night without that armor. Okay, let's go to sleep. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead, find my armor, wherever it is, put unbreaking on it, or unusing, that way I will never lose it. Then I have a couple spells I want to make. I'm hoping I don't need to have red orbs for it, but we'll have to see. In the meantime, let me check my chests here. Ah, earth armor. Unusing? Nope. Darn. Okay. Well, let's equip you at least, so that'll keep me alive. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find that book, or maybe I can make it, I'm not sure, and then get some spells ready. Okay, got a couple levels here, and unusing 1. I'm not sure if higher levels do better things for you. I'm going to kind of go through a few more just to see what else I can find. Did get a protection 4, so that'll be useful as well. Fire protection I could use, I guess. Sharpness, life stealing, unbreaking, smite, vengeance. I think I want unbreaking on here as well. Let's see. Let's do protection. Sharpness, efficiency. I don't really need either of those, but I'll go with sharpness. Soul stealer I already have. Smite I don't really need. Let's go with sharpness. Yeah, I'll be making a couple more of these. Breaking. I didn't know breaking was a thing. I'll have to look that one up. Yeah, so we have a couple of the different things that we want. Let's go ahead, head down here. Let's get a few more levels here with the journal. Don't know actually how many I'll need. Let's go ahead, take off our armor, put it in here. There's probably a way I'm supposed to do this first, like put the books together. I think that's probably it. So unusing, I want protection. Where'd it go? Protection. Okay. Place that there. If I can find... Actually, I have unbreaking. Let me grab that as well. Okay. Let's see, efficiency, protection, efficiency, poison, efficiency, lots of efficiency. Streamline, crushing, protection for efficiency, crushing. Nope, don't need that, don't need you. Vengeance, sharpness, life stealing, nope. Unbreaking 1 is all I've got. I do have Bibliocraft in here, I might be able to use that route and get this up to Unbreaking 3 or something. Smite, don't want. Vengeance I don't want yet. Sharpness, sharpness, protection 1, breaking. I do want to find out what that one is. Sharpness. For now, I'll just do the ones I've got. It'll be a help at least. Earth armor there. Protection and unusing. So that should make it so that it won't ever actually break. So, yeah. Next up, I want to make some spells. So give me a second on that one. Killed the Air Guardian a couple times, got some greens, and in the process leveled up one more time so I was able to get a red. So with that red, I got damage. I was hoping to also be able to get piercing, but we'll get there later. I can make a spell. So I don't actually have my books on me. Let's go get the books. Did I put them down here? Or are they... I can never remember where I put things. Okay, so they're probably in here, so let's just say book and quill. No. I know I have some. I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably like ink and quill or something. Book and quill. Okay, well, oh well, I have them now. So let's run upstairs and make a couple spells. First spell is going to be kind of useful. Second spell is going to be very useful. So we're going to start with projectile, just because it's everywhere. We're going to go with magic damage. And we're going to go with damage. Do I want more than one? You know what? I do. And you know what? We're actually going to use this spell pretty often, I think. So let's put prosperity on it as well. Prosperity, prosperity, prosperity. And let's see. Is there anything else that I would like on this spell? Drown, no. Drown apparently works really well against the Fire Guardian. It I think does double damage, which is pretty awesome. Blink, no. Astral Distortion. Astral Distortion could be good. I think I'll save that for my next spell though. Yeah. Let's call this Big Bolt. Place this in here. And there we go, Big Bolt. Okay, and one more spell. There's a couple things we're going to need for this spell. Basic, Blank Rune, Vintium Arrow, Snowball. Purple Rune is easy enough. Lapis Lazuli, Book, Stone Sword. Ender Essence, I think we have some of that now. Iron Swords or whatever. Potion of Harming, so I'll have to make 3 of those. 6 gold ingots, that's no problem. Base Essence Core is going to be kind of the bigger problem. So, if we go to Base Essence Core, I need one of each of the kind of basic elements. So I need 3 of these, really. So let's go ahead. We've got only 1 fire. I think I took my last water. Yeah, I did. Earth? Do I have 4 of these? Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Air Essence, I have 3. Oh, I already had a bunch on me. So, oh, actually only need... Right. Sometimes working in 4, sometimes working in 3s. So we need 1, 2, 3. Let's throw you back in here. We need 2 more fire essence and we need 3 water. So let's go ahead and get the parts for that, make those, and then we can, I think that'll be everything we'll need for this spell. This should hit pretty hard for regular mobs. This is still just a regular, I should have put actually probably area effect in here as well. You know, I might do that. There's no, I mean, it's really just going to change the one ingredient. So yeah, we're going to make the spell different. We're going to make it the 2-stage so I can do an area effect with this as well. Slight change of plans. I did a bit of research. The prosperity is apparently kind of bugged in this version. It only counts for half. Honestly, I don't really need it anyway. I'm just going to use this guy for looting 3. So won't need to do that. Instead, I'm going to call this Distortion Bomb. I have projectile, then projectile AoE gravity, and we'll see why we have that. Magic damage, and astral distortion. I'm also going to throw, I think, entangle in here. This way, anything I hit will basically be frozen in place. If it's an enderman, it won't be able to teleport. It'll hit him for a lot of damage, and it's going to be an AoE thing, so I can hit multiple endermen at once. So this will be really nice for farming ender pearls. So let's go ahead, toss you, and distortion bomb. That should also make it cheaper. I won't need those base essence cores anymore. I do need some moonstone, which is plenty of that. Yeah, this is all pretty easy stuff. Compass, I need that for the astral distortion. I have ender, green rune, vines, slime ball. Yeah, so these are pretty easy, cheap components. So go ahead and gather those up, and we'll craft a spell. Things that you never need to craft in modded. Fermented spider eye. Let's go ahead and grab the last thing that I'll need, which is a blaze powder. So let's go over here to the brewing stand. I don't have water. Let me refill those real quick. Like I said, we go to our brewing stand, toss in our water bottles, place the blaze powder in here as fuel, and we start off with the nether wart. That's going to go ahead and brew up. And so we have our awkward potion, toss our glistering melon in. And I realize I probably could just use a spider eye for this, but honestly melons are cheap and so is gold. 3 potions of healing. And last but not least, the fermented spider eye. And there we go. Potions of harming, instant damage. I think with that we now have all the parts that we need. I have everything else just stored up in this chest here. So let's see if my altar will actually work. It should. It's the first thing I've crafted here since I've moved it. So let's start off. Stand at the right angle. I might be able to toss things in. And whatever. I'll just pull everything out. I can't quite see the thing that I need. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. Let's grab the last couple things. Okay. So, as usual, start off with a blank rune. Oh, toss you. And a Vintium. There's some key that I can use to just toss a single one, but when I last tried that, I tossed the whole stack and then lost the whole stack. And snowball. Another Vintium. Still can't right click. Okay. And another arrow. Another snowball. And the moonstone. 1 air essence. Bit of magic. Toss our TNT in. Next, the air essence again, or earth essence rather. A compass. Purple rune number 1. Okay, so I can just take Q. Awesome. Right, that needs to be lapis. Which I thought I had 5 of them on me. Let's go grab that real quick. Lapis lazuli. Lazuli? I don't know. Don't care. Run back upstairs. Cool. And let's go ahead and toss you in. A book. Seriously? Okay. Let's go ahead and grab our book. I mean, it's not like I'm having to walk far, but still, it's just kind of annoying. Let's fly up here. Toss a book in. Stone sword. And essence. Iron sword. Potion of harming. Good to take it. And essence. Iron sword. Potion of harming. And essence. Iron sword. Potion of harming. Other purple rune. Eye of ender. Green rune. Vines. Slime ball. And spell parchment. Awesome. So, let's go ahead and get this one ready. What do I want it to look like? It's a bomb. Distortion-y. That looks good. So let's go ahead and find something to kill. I don't really want to kill off all my pigs. How's there nothing spawned? You're probably a demon pig. Or a demon sheep. Yep. Awesome. So I'm able to one-hit kill those guys. That's only 10 health though, so that's not overly impressive. Creeper, how much damage do I hit you for? Don't quite kill you. Might be able to kill you once I put you in a the upgrade spellbook though. Kill spiders. Cool. Oh, and I didn't cast it like this. That's why I didn't get anything cool. And let's go ahead and target you guys. So mostly I just wanted to cast you. And let's go ahead and see what else we can make for spells. Let's run home. Fly up. Cool. Now if we look in here. Oh look! 2 new things, Star Strike and Mana Blast. So Mana Blast. What it does is it takes your mana, which in this case is 15,526. And let me Alt-Tab real quick here. Pull up my calculator. What did I say? 15,526. Yeah. 15526. Divide you by 50. Gets me 310 damage. That's right. It does that much damage. Now, I'm kind of curious as to see what happens if I put some damage modifiers on here as well. The reason for that is, why bother trying to kill the fire dude when he can heal himself, when I can just kill him in one shot? So let's clear this out. And we're going to do a couple things. First off, we're going to go with projectile and chain. What's chain? Well, if we go to the arcane compendium here, we look up our shapes here. Chain. Basically, it can't miss. Now I'm putting projectile on there because I'm not sure if the 8-block built-in touch here means it can only go 8 blocks from me, or how that works. So instead, I know it can, let's see, projectile, for example, to start the chain somewhere else. So basically, I just need to hit near him, and anything within 8 blocks, yeah, it's toast. As far as I know, it should be doing 310 damage to everything that it hits. I might see if I can throw some rune procs on here. I don't really need range modifier, but do I have rune procs yet? Let's see, are you down here? Here's rune procs, cool. So we're gonna throw that on there too. Now, just for a sanity check here, we've got our structures, not gateway, sorry, wrong button. Crafting altar, we've got 10 here and 4 here, so that's 14 different spell effects that I can put on a thing. So we're gonna probably use a lot of that. We want Mana Blast. We want Rune Procs. Actually, I'm gonna throw that here, just not be taking up this space. I think I'm only gonna have the one shape. It's gonna be kill everything. So I'll throw another Rune Proc here. And let's see, what else do we want to put on here? We want damage. So let's throw 3 of these. 2, 3. Prosperity would be cool. Let's see, the dismembering would be good, but I don't have piercing yet in order to unlock that. Disarm, don't really need you. Anything cool I want in here? Astral distortion again, just because anything I hit, I don't want it to be able to teleport. Entangle again. Ideally, it shouldn't survive more than one shot, because it completely drains your mana. Is how it works. I wonder what would happen if I do zone. What it would probably do is it'd probably cast once and then drain all my mana, and then it'd cast again at reduced mana and do no damage. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Do I want anything else on here? I think that's it. Projectile, chain, so it's going to hit somewhere, chain to everything nearby. It's going to hit lots of things with all of my mana, killing everything pretty much. If that doesn't kill it, the extra damage, which might be a 2.2 modifier each, so lots of damage. Astral distortion, just because I don't feel like having to chase down things to teleport. I'm not sure if the teleporting guardians, so one problem with this is that it does count as magic-based damage, and so certain guardians, like the air guardian in particular, he maxes out at 5 damage. So like the sword, yeah, it does like 3 times as much as my actual mana, my magic bolt spell. So it's not that useful for those types of guys, but this is able to one-shot like the wither. So I think I'm probably gonna think of something else I want to put on here, but for now, I can always come back and make another one later. Yeah. I gotta figure out a name for this thing. Death Ray. I'm creative. Now this guy is probably gonna be a little bit expensive. Blank Rune, Ventium Arrow Snowball, Sunstone, lead. Oh, lead. Right, yeah, the lasso thing. Iron ingot, tripwire, string, 3 arcane essence, blue rune, white rune, purple rune, black rune, mana focus, greater focus. Greater focus, I think in order to actually be able to craft this, you have to unlock the augmented crafting, or augmented casting here, which I already have, so awesome. Mana focus, ender essence, those I made, I only made 5, I need 1 more. More iron swords, potion to harmony, of course. An eye of ender, it's actually not too expensive. Let me grab those materials and we'll make our awesome spell. I gotta see what the spell can do here. So, we got our enderman. Oh, I didn't kill any of them. I killed a lot of them though, and they're all kind of frozen now. Why are they not taking damage? Ah, there we go. It's just lagging, that's why. I like this spell. Basically freezes them all in place. Yep, awesome. Alrighty. Have an inventory full of items, so let's go ahead and toss everything in. Actually, first let's actually make sure we have the right spell in here. Toss you up there. Death Ray goes in. And here we go. Blank Rune, Vintium, Arrow, Snowball. Let's see, we need, a little hard to see, Sunstone, a lead, not lead, lead. This pack has lead also. Toss an iron ingot in, a tripwire, a string. I forgot a string, right? Yep. I always forget at least one thing. At least it's not hard to get them. String. Let's go ahead. Run back up here. Toss the string in. There we go. Arcane essence. One of those. A blue rune. A white rune. Let's kind of organize these. White rune. Purple rune. Black rune. Arcane essence. Rune. 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 Okay. Then mana focus. Purple rune. Greater focus. Another arcane. Blue rune. White rune. Black rune. Yeah, whatever. Then I need ender essences. Those I don't have on me because they're being made up. Drop down here. Grab them out. Let's head back upstairs. Ender essence. Iron. Potions are all in here. Don't remember if I need a book or not. But hey. There we go. Potion. Ender essence. Sword. Potion, ender essence, sword, potion. Then purple rune, can't quite see, eye of ender, green rune. I did add in entangling again to this. It helps for regular mobs, which there really shouldn't be any that'll actually survive this hit, but whatever. A slime ball, and a parchment. So, unnamed spell. Let's see, what's a good look for this thing? I kind of like this one. Go with that. Death Ray. Now let's go ahead and find our first victim. Look, we have plenty of volunteers over here. They seem to have survived. It's a little annoying. Oh, I think because I missed that first shot. Okay, let me wait for my mana to regen, and then we will try this again. Okay, 6,000 mana should be enough for this. Let's get everyone all together here. And missed. Of course I missed. Well, turn them into demon sheep at least. If I hit you again. Oh, I need to have at least 1,800 mana, which doesn't take too long. There's a lot of things here. Why are you guys surviving? Okay, well, let's go try to see if it'll actually work on the single target that I actually care about. Which should. It may only be linking to only a couple mobs, so yeah. I'll be right back. So I think I figured out the problem. I think what it was doing is that only the individual thing that I hit was getting the full hit of the Mana Blast. I was a little worried about that. Might end up remaking this later, but let me kill these 2 zombies here, and then we can give it a shot on the actual Fire Guardian. Go away. Okay, let's put our flight back on. Go to our appropriation, which should still have the Fire Guardian. It's been a couple days since I last recorded, so hopefully it's still in here. So appropriate. Yep, he's still here. And he's doing his little bouncy thing. So let's see if I can actually hit him with this spell. Freeze him in place. And then hit him with that. That did not do anywhere near as much damage as I was hoping. How about you? That hits for decent. Let me check the code. I wonder if he's actually somewhat immune to fire, or to magic as well. He might be. If nothing else, he is being frozen in place here, which will make him easier to pick up. Although I think he healed too much anyway. Okay. Well, it's getting a little late. I think we're going to have to call this an episode at this point here. I'm going to work on some other spells, see if I can figure out a way to kind of make this fight a little bit easier. Alright, yeah, if you have any sort of positive or negative feedback, I'd love to hear it. I love seeing your guys' comments on all the videos here. Yep. Go away, sheep. Go away. Yeah, I love seeing all your responses. It's always encouraging to see that people are watching and enjoying what they see. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.